All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Hey man, this is a video that someone was just telling me to watch again for I don't know how many times I've seen this video now, but this video is like I find this video hilarious, man. I ain't gonna lie. And what happens in this video is that there's two women, two Eves, man, doing a typical rude customer thing, right? And they came in there to try and how the story actually goes is that they came in there trying to buy McDonald's with like a fake, I think it was a fake $100 bill, right? And he was like, "This dollar's bill's fake. Like I'm not accepting this, right?" So then they was like swearing at him, arguing, and then they hit him, right? So he hit them back, and then they came around the counter. They come around the counter to try and think they're gonna put their hands on him because they've got it in their mind like, oh, the first hit that he did, oh, that was an accident. He didn't mean to do that, right? But he gives them the business, man. And if you ain't seen this video, man, just watch this video because a lot of you women out there, man, you don't actually understand how many times in a day when you women start acting up, how many times in a day men spare your ass, man. And every time this topic of women comes up when I do videos on it, I always have to go into how a lot of you women don't understand how many times you get spared, man. And just like how the man gets spared by Yahweh on several occasions because we go off and we act stupid as hell. And Yahweh spares us and we don't even understand how many times Yahweh spared us, man. Right? As men. You women don't understand how many times men spare you. And don't do things like what this guy did in this video every time you women get out of line, man. Right? But the day is gonna come where that mercy that men show to women is not gonna be shown anymore, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 60. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turning to paleness. So in a time where men are going to be acting like women, right? They ain't going to have time to be acting like men. And what's the thing that men do? One of the things that men do is protect women. But in the time to come, the men are going to be scared and timid like how women are. So they ain't going to have the time to be going out of their way to help you women. If they hear a woman being attacked somewhere or they even witness it with their eyes, they ain't going to run over to try and help like how they do now in these times, man. If there's in that video there was women screaming and saying, "Oh, stop" to the guy and all of that, right? But it's funny how they never said stop before. They never said stop to the women, right? And that's what women rarely ever do. You'll never really see women tell women, leave that man alone, man. You never really say to women, never really hear women telling women, leave that man alone. Because if it gets physical, you ain't built for that. They always expect the man to be the peacemaker all the time and expect the man to have to hold in his skills, right? But in the time to come, man, a lot of you women out there, you don't even understand what's going to happen to you, man. You don't even really get it still, right? Just like how a lot of men don't understand the kind of things that Yahweh's getting ready to bring on this earth. A lot of you women don't understand the kind of mentality that men are going to have towards you women. You don't get it, man. A lot of you women actually really believe that you're equal to men. You've got these people, this Prince Seller, the Queen Maker, and all of these people, all these women that come on these podcasts, all these Fresh and Fit, right? All these fake women that are pretending like they're about men's rights and all that, but really they just found a hustle and they're making money. And they're exactly the same kind of whole women that they talk about because for all their talk, they ain't got no man and they ain't married themselves. So for all the talk of women's rights and women need to do this and women need to get right for men and all that, where's yours at then? Because at least the men that talk all this red pill stuff, at least they've got the money. They go to the gym and all these things that they say that men should be doing. At least they're showing the example of them doing that. But for all you women that try and step in that lane, where's your proof that you're about that stuff that you say? Where's your proof, man? Because it seems like you all want to be all upon the screen, all upon Front Street, go traveling, going, getting interview with this man and that man, all up in the front. You don't seem like you're feminine, traditional, conventional women like you want to claim you are. You ain't that, man. And even women like you are gonna get served up in that time. And you're gonna find that you're not as worthy as you think you are. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9, rise up, you women are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Because even the men are going to realize, man, a lot of men that think that they're tough guys, I think that, man, I could knock out, I'll be in the boxing gym. I can knock out 5 men at once if I wanted to. All the men that think that they know, that they actually understand the concept of a real fight, right? You got these bodybuilders that want to get in front of professional fighters and say, oh, I could beat you in a street fight and all of this stuff, as if really in this world, in the West anyway, you really ever even get to see what a street fight is, man. A street fight, a real fight, doesn't have no rules, right? It involves everything. There's no such thing as fair or unfair in a real fight, man. But you've got people that think because they hit the weights or think, man, I know martial arts and I know this, and well, we're going to see. Howard's going to show all you people that think that you're tough. He's going to give you all the chance to test out your fighting skills, man. Every single person that thinks that they've got that mighty man spirit, he's going to give them all the chance to fight, man. Every single one of them. And we're going to see if they're worthy in that time. Isaiah to the 32 and verse 9, rise up, you women are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And these two women in this video, they were careless daughters, man. Here it is, they're in the wrong. Right? And then they're trying to mosey on down and try and walk around to get into a fight, man. Right? And then as soon as they start getting their heads beaten, now all of a sudden women that was watching want to try and get involved and say stop. But they never said to the women stop. They never said to the women before things went down stop. And that's why you've got crazy stories that happen in this world by where a woman's getting attacked on a train, right? Where a man's trying to grape her and men ain't even getting involved in helping because they see that for the longest time, you women have been hypocrites, man. And you women have been evil towards them. So they've already got anger towards you, man. You've got whole communities that have been stirred up in the earth that are against women, man, by men. MGTOW and all that, the so-called red pill community and all of these things, that's against women that are wicked, man. And ultimately going into how it's very rare to even see the good woman that women try and claim that they are. All these good women that are out there supposedly, but how comes there ain't no men that can claim to have seen these women? How comes they ain't, man? Verse 10, many days and years shall be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And it's been going on, man. It's been going on for a long time to where you women have started to be getting talked about, man. And the wickedness that you do starting to be put in the front of things. Whereas the wickedness of men is still getting talked about in the midst of that, right? Because men do wickedness too, man. And we ain't going to pretend like men don't do wickedness and that men don't do evil and that men ain't wicked and that men ain't committing adultery with other men's wives. We ain't going to say that. But we're also going to talk about how all those times when men are committing adultery with another man's wife, right? That wife's down with it. And she's also committing adultery. We ain't going to forget that neither. That all these times when adultery takes place, where a man sleeps with another man's wife, that woman is committing adultery on her husband. We ain't gonna make out like that ain't happening neither. We ain't gonna make out though all you women complain about men committing the so-called adultery, but then when you women see that a man's got another woman, you're more attracted to him, not less. And you have it in your mind that you want to compete with other women for a particular man. And then when things don't go your way, then you want to start crying and bawling, man. Verse 11, tremble ye women are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the present fields, for the fruitful vine. You're going to be longing for those times where you could just get your own way, man. Right? You're going to even be wishing that you was going back to the time where you just had to stay at home and wash and cook and clean, man. You're going to wish that you ain't going to be thinking, man, men and women are equal. Talking all this smack, right? Listening to all these women that are LG alphabet community, but they're, and you're not that community, but they're telling you that you should be that instead of having a man, as if a society based on that foundation that women should be with women would even have a good foundation to stand on, because it would die out. Any person trying to push to you that men and women should not be together, that doctrine is stupid, because you need men and women to be together to have a society continuing, because that's how more people get made in that society. Everybody that's born on this earth comes from a a straight, a normal thing taking place, man. A normal thing taking place. That's according to God's will. A man dealing with a woman. Everyone on this earth has been born because of that taking place, man. Everyone. Everyone, man. Everyone. And you know what? I'm gonna end the lesson there, man. I'm gonna end the lesson there. But this video is just, I'm gonna put the link in the description anyway. This video is a good example of like what happens when women get a taste of reality, man. Alright? All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.